So you think that you're ready to glaze your clay? Let's take a look. Here I have a piece of clay that some might think is ready to be glazed. But upon further notice, you'll see there's these little areas, these schnibbles and these lines and these textures. We need to make sure that we smooth out our clay so that we don't have those schnibbles. This is how. Here is our slip bucket. You will have a sponge in it with a little bit of water. To smooth out and get rid of those schnibbles and to make it nice and even so that we're ready to glaze it, we're going to use just a little bit of the water on our fingers to smooth out the clay. You don't want to use the sponge because this is way too wet. It will make your clay fall apart because it will lose its strength if it's too wet. You only build your clay, you only add your glazes after you have done the building of your clay. Do not add glaze before you are done building. It doesn't make sense and you're going to have a big mess. You only put this on when you're finished with your project. So if I feel like I'm finished and it's smoothed out and I have my name written on it, then I'm ready to put the glaze on. When you glaze, you can use any of the glazes here. They are all labeled for you. Some of them might have a symbol that has a fork and a knife, like that. That means it is food safe. So if you are making a bowl that you want to eat from, as long as it has this symbol, then you can still eat from it. So when we do glaze, we're going to grab one of our glaze brushes over here. Grab a glaze, you can find them, they're organized by colors, and shake it up. The one special thing about glaze that you don't get to do with paint is it can go on before your clay is hardened in the kiln. So before you put this in the kiln room, you can do glazes and more than one glaze, but you cannot do that with the paint. Okay? That's what's special about the glazes. So I'm going to shake this up, open it up, and dip my brush in. Then I can use my brush to paint my pot. When you are painting a pot, you don't need to paint the bottom. No one will see the bottom. That way Miss Wording can put it in the kiln shelf, it won't get stuck. And then we're going to paint not just one, but 2 coats of paint. So after this dries, then I'll go back and add some more paint. We need to wash our brushes off just like we do with the paint by putting it in our hands with soap, swishing it around in a circle, washing off the excess water and putting it heads up, hair side up in the containers. If you want to paint your clay, you need to wait until your clay is fired, until your clay is hard, white, and out of the kiln. Okay? Have fun.